I started learning about how agencies could really screw the pooch.
Okay.
I'm not going to say the name of the agency, but the brand was Tigo, so I'm not defaming them, by the way. It was not Tigo's fault. It was nothing to do with them, but this is what actually happened. We did this project. This was the time Jazo, and we did this whole thing. We're doing this live stream, like a hidden camera kind of thing, and we did all stuff. The agency that pitched it did not control it. And eventually I had to tell the client and everybody, like, hey, this is not, I'm just a technical person. I don't handle the creative or the management of this whole project. And they were like, and we were left hanging by the agency, as well as Yoti at that time as well. They left us hanging, and we're in the hole. And we were broke because we did all the work, we get all the equipment and everything, and then they refused to pay. And they refused to pay because Yoti didn't want to redo it. And that's when I realized, like, everybody's looking out for themselves. That's when trouble started brewing in Paradise. So I had to go back and start working gigs at night because I was 20 million in debt. I had to let go of my staff because I had a lot of people. And we still need, because we're still in contract with Yoti, we still need to produce the ads. So I had to supplement the income. So you'd imagine we're shooting in the morning. I'd go at night on weekends, film at clubs, and pick any job myself, not hire anybody to do it. I had to do it myself every night. It was but then tulikuwa nakula wali maharage, bro. Maharage imepikwa kila aina design, imepikwa chukuchuku na kitunguu na karoti na nazi, lakini ni wali harage daily. Ugali because of ushibi, piga mpunga. So I was like, all right, it's not as bad as, the bread part, but yeah, you have 2-3 meals a day, but it's the same thing. It's the only thing you can afford. That's the thing that lasts long. Let's go with that. So we had to pay back that money, and I had to go and take a loan. And this is something else. This is another regret. I took a very bad loan with ridiculous interest rates because I was desperate.
Was it like a microfinance?
I don't want to get into the details of it. Like, just know, Wamba, it was a bad loan, very bad interest. It almost doubled the principal, But because I was desperate, I just signed it. But if I negotiated better, I could have done it or not taken the loan. Later on, I realized, badai. But that's what, and here's something else. Do not take debt, basically credit lines, if you're not investing that money in a gig, not even a gig, you're not investing that money in like assets. Proper assets. Usilipe watu. Those are liabilities. People are liabilities. I'm sorry. But people are a liability. Because if you can, bora wakope hao watu wako. Ongea na your staff, watakudai. If you have to keep them on, you pay them when you can pay them. And if your business is a business ambayo inaeleweka, don't take credit when you're in trouble. That's the worst.
Don't take credit when you're in trouble, yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst thing you could ever do.
Yeah, because you just get deeper into the same hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't know when you're going to come out of it.
Yes. If you're going to take any credit, bro, uende ukaombe mkopo kwa washikaji zako wa 100,000, 200,000, maximum 500,000 ambao unaweza ukawalipa within. Na hapo una uhakika una kazi inakuja. You have a contract, you have a PO, and you've gotten a 50% down payment. After that debacle, mimi bila 50% down payment sifanyi kazi na mtu. In production, nobody. No exceptions. 50% down payment or no. Because that almost killed my company. I had to struggle for almost a year to get back on our feet. With nobody's help, I took that loan, kalipa watu baada ya muda wakakimbia, they're not doing any work. I had to go back and still do the work. I was like, this is not making sense. I had so many staff. But when we were done with that, I was like,